Getting a good night's sleep is perhaps one of life's greatest pleasures, and nothing is more crucial for achieving that than a comfortable pillow, but most importantly, a high-quality mattress. Now, have you ever wondered how the finest mattresses are crafted? I invite you to join me on an intriguing journey into the world of manufacturing these essential components of our lives, from the extraction of latex to the final finishing touches. At the factory, the process begins with natural latex. This substance, still in its liquid state, is meticulously poured, ensuring a slow and even distribution within a mold. The mold stands nearly 1 meter tall and will ultimately be completely occupied. However, initially it's only partially loaded to a height of a few inches. Why does this occur? Let's step outside the factory and rewind the clock just a bit. Our journey transports us to Guatemala, specifically to the grounds where rubber trees thrive. These towering trees can reach heights of up to 30 meters and harbor generous amounts of latex within them until they reach 25 years of age. Yet, extracting this precious liquid is no straightforward endeavor. It all begins very early, around 3 in the morning. At this hour, the tree is at its most moist, facilitating the circulation of latex. However, as the hours elapse, the tree gradually dries and coagulates, resulting in a diminishing flow of the liquid with each passing minute. With a knife, workers commence their task by meticulously carving a precise spiral into the tree's bark. The depth of the cut is astonishingly accurate, measuring a mere 2 millimeters. If it's shallower, the tree won't release latex, while if it's too deep, the tree may shrink and become unsuitable for future harvests. In addition to the knife, another indispensable tool is the disinfectant. Should workers notice that a tree they are cutting is diseased, they must promptly disinfect their knife to prevent the spread of disease to other trees. Over a span of 4 to 5 hours, the tree will slowly drip latex through the canals, leading it to a collection bucket. After this time frame, it's possible to gather up to 1.5 liters of liquid from each tree. This is a substantial amount, especially when you consider that each worker can handle around 700 trees per day, roughly equivalent to working with 3 trees every minute. All that the gatherers collect is transported to a processing plant. The morning's harvest is stored in tanks where it rests for 12 hours. After this period, the liquid is placed in a centrifuge to separate the rubber from the water. Once this process is concluded, an additional waiting period of 45 days is necessary for this concentrated latex to achieve stability. The finishing touch to transform the liquid latex into the material for a mattress involves the addition of specific agents. Initially, it's blended with a mixture of stabilizers, followed by the introduction of a gelling agent. At this point, the latex is ready to be poured into the initial mold and begins its expansion, akin to bread rising in an oven. Once this substantial mass of latex has reached the desired size and consistency, it is placed beneath a press that exerts its weight on the mattress repeatedly. The purpose of this machine is to remove any remaining air particles trapped inside during the growth process, resulting in a more uniform and comfortable final product. But if you thought that only packing the mattress and selling it was the final step, you are greatly mistaken. The workers place this substantial block of concentrated latex into a new machine responsible for the cutting process. Initially, it makes vertical cuts to level the mattress's side edges. When that's completed, it's time for the horizontal cuts. These are relatively thin and result in sheets as wide and long as a king-size bed, but with a thickness of about 1 inch. All these layers are stored separately in their respective bags, as they will be used later. You can imagine that 1 inch is not a comfortable height for a mattress, so naturally this bed will require the classic springs. In its first section, workers place a roll of wire, which, through the rotation of the central rotor, gradually unwinds to reach the second sector. Here the wires are cut, bent and welded to transform into springs. In another part of this intricate machine, a soft fabric moves to wrap and connect the springs. This process creates an endless row of fabric-covered springs. In the penultimate stage of the machine, they are cut to match the bed's width. The final step involves arranging each of these springs uniformly, side by side, in the space equivalent to a mattress. From this point on, the human touch comes back into play. Firstly, an operator ensures that the measurements of this assembly of springs match those specified for the size of the mattress being prepared. If everything checks out, another worker takes charge of enhancing its firmness. To achieve this, they attach a wire square of the same size as the mattress to both the top and bottom, securing it to the fabric with staples. This method ensures that the edges remain firm and are also connected to each other using additional pieces of wire. but it's evident that this can't remain visible as it would look quite untidy. To address this, a foam rubber fabric, matching the mattress's height, is securely attached using the same staples. This fabric conceals all the edges and, depending on the case, it can be white, feature a specific color, or even showcase the mattress brand or quality seal. Gradually, we start to see a more familiar version of a mattress, although there's still more work to be done. Do you recall the beginning of the process? I hope you do, because it's now time to put that hard-earned latex to use. For each mattress produced, 2 strips of latex are utilized. Workers retrieve them from the bags in which they were stored and place them over everything that has been prepared up to this point. If all has gone well, the size of the various components in the process should be nearly identical. But there's still one more layer to add, as latex is not sufficiently comfortable for human skin in its natural state. That's why, first and foremost, a machine is tasked with enveloping a thin layer of foam rubber in various types of fabrics. The most common choices include stretch, jacquard, and ratier fabrics. It's during this process that the classic patterns, which the finished mattress will feature, are also crafted. Finally, a skilled seamstress takes over, employing the timeless art of sewing to add the final touches. Once it's ready, it is placed atop the 2 latex strips, and everything is set for the last step in the manufacturing process. A specially designed machine, operated by a skilled worker, meticulously saws all the edges. This step is critically important, as any mishap could lead to a loosely constructed mattress or rapid unraveling. Therefore, it's carried out with extreme care. And there you go, folks, we've got ourselves a finished mattress. But hold on, don't leave just yet, because here comes one of the most fascinating parts and the real reason we brought you this video today. Mattresses won't sell themselves, so it's time for the packaging and distribution phase. They are placed in a machine that wraps them in the cellophane they'll be packaged in. The real magic happens in the next step of the same machine. Right after being cellophane wrapped, the mattresses are gently compressed to a height of no more than 2 inches. Although it might seem like they've undone all the hard work, it's actually quite the opposite. The cellophane is vacuum sealed, ensuring not a breath of air enters the mattress while still allowing for easy handling. In fact, each mattress is neatly rolled up and placed in its corresponding box, ready to be shipped to customers. Once they unpack it, the mattress will spring back to its original shape. This long and laborious journey, from the artisanal latex extraction process to the seemingly magical ability to alter mattress sizes, reveals the fascinating path behind each extraordinary creation. Please share with us which aspect of the mattress manufacturing process has captivated your interest the most, and feel free to suggest other wonders you'd like us to explore in our future videos. If you found this content engaging, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stay informed about our upcoming videos. Thank you for joining me on this journey, a task handled by one of the most fascinating machines we've featured on the channel. Magic? Nope, just a factory process.